So before we get into the whole video series, we just want to give, kind of a resume on both of us and who we are. Kind of what I touched on in the last video. I personally, one of my biggest pet peeves is listening to people who don't have results, who have never achieved something that they're trying to teach you how to do, and have zero credibility. To me, it just grinds my gears. So we don't want to be those people, but we know we can at least help you get to where we're at. And by no means are we at where we want to be, but like I said, we can get you at least to where we're at, which will get you on some sort of a step up in the right direction. So if you want to start by, actually, I'm going to introduce you a little bit, and then I'll let you kind of talk about your successes. But I've known Jeremy for over 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. We started in business about 4 or 5 years ago in direct sales, network marketing, and from a young age, this kid was 18, 19 years old, produced an organization of 3,000 to 5,000 people distributing products. He was earning $1,000 to $2,000 a week at age 19, 20, and was helping a lot of people, not just financially, but mentally. We were getting a lot of cool people, and really, that's the result of half this team is from what we did then, and just creating a badass culture of wanting to learn instead of wanting to go out and get fucked up, wanting to advance instead of just taking your foot off the gas and playing video games. I think that was the coolest thing that we did. The impact that was left is there is no price point. There's no price point. There's no way to even track it, but so many young people are now just on one from those experiences. So, not just financially, but the way he helped people, it was amazing. So if you just want to kind of, not brag, but why would people listen to you? Why would anyone listen to you? What have you been able to do?
Yeah, I think that a lot of people struggle figuring out what it is that they're what it is that they're truly passionate about, and then actually gaining the confidence to go do something about it. Because we're surrounded by family, friends, grandparents, people who have done something their entire lives, and it's not their fault, but they want to guide you in a way, right? And so understand that throughout this package, whatever we say, we're sharing our experiences. We're not going to tell you what to do. If you don't like the advice, throw it away, right? But if something sticks with you, this is what I learned throughout my journey, is if something sticks with you, take it and apply it in your life. But why would someone listen to me? I think that I'm different than most people. I keep a high energy level. I wake up every day, I'm grateful just to be here. So I'm excited for where we're going. I'm always looking to grow and to get bigger with our company, with our people. But I'm so grateful for where I'm at. And I think that that's the difference is, when I was 19, 18 years old, I left high school a year early, started following my passion as a touring musician. Then I got into business and direct sales, started building an organization. And it really wasn't about the money. It was about making the mindset shift, that you can have whatever it is that you want. Fast forward a few years later, $3, $4, $5 million in sales. I'm really not even sure the exact number. And then I saw you, and this is where life is just so crazy, and you would never know what's going to happen. So don't burn relationships, pay attention, because anything can happen even if you won't. So I'm going to talk about him for a second, but he'll tell you that when we were in business in the very beginning, when he's talking about my success with direct sales, he looked up to me, and he thought, wow, it would be great to get to a point where Jeremy's at with his organization, with his income and his lifestyle. And what happened after that business is Cody started iComeUp Marketing, which is the company that I'm now the general manager. He's the CEO founder, with our entire team that's literally behind us right now in the office. And when I found what he was doing, helping people brand themselves, grow their followings organically, I believe so much in that. I connected with him. I reached out to him and I said, listen, let me help you. I don't care what you want to pay me, doesn't matter. Let me help you. Let's build something together. And so he had already built a foundation, a company between he and a partner or two, bringing in about $10,000 a month in revenue. I thought that was an incredible place to start. The marketplace obviously told you had something special going on, so I got to give all the props to he and the team that created the product and the service to begin with. All right, and now we've scaled this thing up together. You know, so I mean, the fact that you're able to take on
literally since you joined the company's multiplied by 11 times in a year.
Yeah.
Per month, which is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just amazing. I was in the company with him a few years ago, prior company, and never made a ton of money. I always worked, you know, solid jobs. I was a hard worker. I would show up to work. I always show up to practice. I show up to work. I do the fucking job. I get home. I go back and do the job. And I dropped out of school when I was after freshman year, and I was in that cycle. I was going to the job, working hard, not happy, not fulfilled. It's just a constant cycle I got stuck in. And one day I was just fed up and I left. And that's what I said earlier. Me and Kyle sat down that day and said, what do people need? And you know, that day I was living off of savings. I was fortunate enough to have a home that my family had. I was able to live in, which is one, amazing to be able to live at home and, you know, have food and things like that. But we moved to Florida and kind of went on our own, and there was a point where I was literally boiling water, drinking, you know, filtering it, making sure it was clean, boiling water, putting it in the refrigerator, drinking that to save money, eating canned tuna, peanut butter and jellies every day, eating fast food, things I never wanted to do, but I was sacrificing that just because I knew, you know, maybe I didn't even really know, but I wanted so badly, I was so obsessed with the fact of being free, driving a nice car, having a nice place to live, having a beautiful girlfriend, having awesome friends, having a great team. Even though none of that was there yet, I just knew it was possible. You know, and then we just kind of decided, that day we decided. That was April 1st, 2015, we decided, boom. And for the first 4 or 5 months, $0. We were just giving value, $0. And this video is gonna be a little bit longer because I want you to know who we are. I think that's the most important thing. But $0 for 4 to 5 months. Almost got down to nothing. Almost had to move in back with mom, and that wasn't happening. So
well, I think it's when your back gets against the wall like that,
you gotta make it happen.
I mean, that's when it will happen. So if you're sitting here and you're comfy, you got your nice, comfy high socks on, you're sitting with your covers up, you know, and you're just enjoying this video, like, it's not gonna happen in the comfort zone. It's gonna happen when your back's against the wall.
And even if you are home with mom and dad, be grateful for that. And then go out. Like, you gotta go out on your own. You gotta step out of the front door to make something happen. So I'll speed it up. Long story short, zero money for 4 months. The universe, just how it aligns. My thoughts were so strong that something would happen. That first client comes to me, I start a revenue source. Kyle starts producing. Me and him together built the company with a few other people to about $10,000 a month. And we thought we made it. I was making, you know, $500-600 on a good week, $1,000 a week, working from home in my kitchen, just crazy. And Jeremy came on in July, and from that point on, you know, from July to now, the last 12 months, we've literally taken it from 10,000 to 110,000 plus per month. I've been able to create an extraordinary lifestyle for myself. For a lot of people, I've been able to produce in the last 2 months alone over 80,000 in sales. You know, I'm not going to make income claims of how much I make exactly, but this company will do over $1 million, our second year ever in business, and it's just incredible, you know. And it's going straight up. We're going exponentially. We're helping a lot of people. We're getting around power players. So, yeah, we've made some great partnerships. We're working with amazing people that you'll see later at the end of this package that we're doing interviews with. Those people are partnered with us, working with us. So at the very end, we're gonna have some interviews for you guys, but that's who we are, like I said.
And hey, if you're a part of this branding package, you are a part of the iComeUp family. You're a part of all of this journey. We're sharing this information with you in hopes that you can come back to us and say thank you.
And this is stuff that we don't share with everyone.
No.
I don't tell people I had to boil water. to drink it. It's not shit, you know, we tell everybody, but it's stuff that people that are serious like you need to know, that maybe it doesn't have to get that extreme, but there's gonna be things you're gonna have to sacrifice. There's gonna be nights you have to stay in to read, to listen to audios, and just keep your brain as sharp as possible so you're one step ahead of the next person.
Let's go. Take something away from this.